on fire!
That's for the DJs and OGs.
Welcome. My name is Tree City Wes. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. An actual Monday this time. I think we're gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. Got a couple things to talk about, but nothing too much. What's up, Janet Rakuten? What's up, Dr. Jameis? What's up, Rolando? What's up, Crypto 420? Welcome, Kadani BM. Welcome, Cray Crypto. Aloha, what's up? Shout out to the 7 watchers. The real ones here in the crypto bear market. Kind of a quiet day. Let's go take a look at crypto bubbles. My head has been so far up this database's ass that I haven't really looked at crypto today, and it looks like we have a pretty big pump. Oh, this is on the month. Let's switch on the day. The day is green, so that's good. See a couple familiar movers here. We got Pulse Chain up 20%, Hex up 15%, eHex up 10%. We got Solana making some more moves, up 6.5%. Look at that one, from $32 up to $35. I was kind of worried about this. I actually bought some Solana. It was November 2022, and this was one of the big FTX coins. It's obviously a big VC coin, and this thing was like, what was all-time high? It was a couple $100s. It went all the way down to $8. And I was like, might as well buy them. I bought like 10 Solana for $8, and currently sitting at $35 right now, so that's pretty nice. What's up, Howler? Welcome. So yeah, we got a lot of green today. Another green day. It's exciting to see. Let's go check out the Bitcoin over on TradingView. And yeah, we made that big move and we're just hanging. This looks like it's about to be a big Bart Simpson though, doesn't it? Where we go straight up, come sideways, and come straight back down. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can hold this level. Zoom in here a little bit. Take a look at the 1 hour chart, and yeah, I mean we're just in this range. You know, ever since we had the big move up to 35,000, we've just been bouncing, ping-ponging back and forth between 33,400 and 34,800. Looks like right now sitting at 34,486, and that's a nice place to see Bitcoin, right? I mean, to put it all in perspective, you know, the price of Bitcoin hasn't been this high since May of 2022. So it's been a year and a half since we've seen a $34,000, $35,000 Bitcoin, and we're already getting bored of it. We're already sick of it. It's like, when's the new pump? When's the next pump coming? Then we went from 26 to 34 last week, but I need more than that. I want some more pump. Excited to see what this bull market brings. Take a look at the movers today. Had Zen up 2%. Oh, the time just flipped at 8 o'clock, so got Aptos up to $7. That's nice to see. But let's go take a look at Deck Screener, see what's going on in the ecosystem. Shout out to the 13 watchers. If you guys could head over to the Twitter, maybe give the stream a retweet, try to get some more hash heads in here. But let's go take a look at Deck Screener. All kinds of craziness on the charts these last few days. Start with Zen. Zen's actually hanging pretty strong. So at least we haven't made new lows. We're still hanging out around 605. Currently it's 6-0-4932, and we basically, it was what I talked about. And I mentioned this several days in a row. And I said, hey, we got to watch this level, and we kind of held it for a couple days, the 27th, 28th. Yesterday we kind of fell through. We came all the way from 5.7 straight down to 4.5, and since then we've been it just kind of stuck to the bottom of our channel. You know, it came down and it hit that same bottom level of our wedge here. So hopefully this holds. Hopefully we're not knocking on the door to fall through again. That could definitely happen. You know, kind of get back to where we were. But at least it found some kind of support, at least for a little bit. But as I always say, every day, the prices end doesn't matter. The supply's too dynamic. It's gonna grow too fast. We're gonna have to burn it. That's why we're all trying to burn our Zen, because the supply gets crazy every day. More and more Zen gets minted every day. That's a good thing. See Paul's chain up here. So this was a pretty crazy one. Look at this move. So we had this support line drawn. We saw Paul's pump all the way up to 701. And then it just instantly dropped like 70%. Yeah, 75%. So we get that big pump, we get a 75% pullback, and then we come right back to our bottom support, kind of like Zen. So Paul's chain on Zen kind of looking similar. There we go. What's up, Untroubled Mind? How are you, brother? Good feeling, fellows Indian. Good evening, fellows Indians. I'm good, bro. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything specific you want to look at. Just kind of going through some charts here. Man, I see DXN moving all over the place. A second ago, this said 70 cents. Now it says 92 cents. But unfortunately, DBZen kind of fell out of the bottom of our pattern here. And got as low as 69 cents exactly. 69 and 2 zeros. So that's pretty funny. Someone set up a buy right at 69 cents. I'm thinking about, you know, making a little nibble on some DBZen under $1. You know, if I can, just a second ago, it said it was 70 cents and my eyes kind of perked over there. I was like, should I buy like a, 100 DBZen real quick? But, that's back up to 92 cents. It's so volatile. So if I can catch it under 90 cents, I think I'll buy a little bit, but we'll see what happens here. DBZen over on Avalanche down 8% right now. And it's just kind of in that same little range, same little movement. Just moving on sideways. Same with Binance, DBZen down 10%, but it's really just same thing up and down. Yep. All the DBZen's looking pretty similar. So how's Pulse Chain DBZen doing? And this is one we've been talking about the last few days, talking about how the supply, when it's first minted, there's only a very small amount of coins. That day 2, that amount of coin doubles. Day 3, it basically triples. Day 4, it basically quadruples. And it's not until you get some time into the project that it finds its true bottom. But as the supply continues to grow quickly like that, especially in the beginning, you'll see the chart looks like this because people get their coins, and what are they going to do with them? They're going to do something with them, and they throw them on the DEX. You know, they trade it and get their native coins back and just kind of recycle it in DBZen. Right now in this pair, there's just over $1,000 of liquidity, so it's kind of the same old DBZen story, running out of liquidity on the side chains. But still holding over $1.23 right now. Let's go take a look at our rewards. So the last couple days we've been burning for DBZen on stream. I get logged into MetaMask here. What chains are Zen on? Chains on, they're on all the chains. That's a good question though. If you head over to Zen.network here, these are all the chains that Zen is on. So if you're not familiar with Zen, one thing to keep in mind, it kind of blows people's minds when they first hear it. The price of Zen on these chains is they're completely independent of each other. So the price of Zen on Ethereum is not the same price as Zen on Binance. So if you're new to Zen, keep that in mind. When you buy some Zen on Polygon, you can't just send it over to Ethereum. It's a different coin altogether. And that's kind of a built-in feature of Zen. But yeah, if you head over to Zen.network, you can see all the chains that Zen are on. I personally participate. I participate in Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, Avalanche. I have not done ETH POW. I have not done Moonbeam. I have not done EVMOS. I have done Phantom. I was a big fan of Phantom. It's a big come up in 2021, 2022. So just the fact that I had the native coin, I wanted to use it. So I have a bunch of Zen on Phantom. Never did the Doge chain. I never did the OKX chain. Got a bunch over on Pulse chain. Got a bunch over on Optimism. Got a bunch over on Base. And of course, we played with the Fastnet and DevNet. Got some videos on how to set up the nodes for the Fastnet and DevNet from a couple months back. It feels like they're semi-correlated, yeah. Yeah, it's all that, it's the distribution phase, you know, when the supplies, I keep harping on that, I'm sure you're sick of hearing it, but when the supply is growing exponentially, it drives the price down. You know, there's only so much liquidity, but when that supply, it's basic supply and demand. You know, when the supply goes up, there's less demand, so the price will fall. And that's what we see with Zen, and we see that with DBZen. And that's okay. So, DBZen over in Pulse Chain, sitting at $1.23 right now. Let's switch over to the Pulse Chain network. What's the one Gwei trick on the Binance chain? I'll show you that real quick. Yeah, well, we can go over that. That's something to do. Any thoughts on Titan X? I hate it, but I did participate. We'll go over that. First, let's talk about the one Gwei node, because that's pretty fun. That's something I'm actually into. That's some technology. But we'll definitely touch on Titan X. I made a couple miners. I bought a little of the coin. The price action was pretty ridiculous today. You know, what happened to the ETH? What happened to the buy and burn? All this all the FUD that, you know, Jake's name's not even Jake anymore. What's his name now? He has some other name. He's a real estate agent or something. So I don't particularly support Titan X. I didn't go in like I did with Zen, but I made a couple miners just in case. I'm sure it'll be profitable. But do I think it's fair crypto? No. Like, do I believe in it? No. I think the tokenomics are interesting, but it's a shitcoin product with admin keys and a founder allocation, and you know it's the tokenomics tax, and you know the owner gets 3%, and you know, they make off with the bags, and there's the mint function, and he can mint more coins and dump them on the market whenever he wants. But people eat that stuff up. They love rewards. They love native coin rewards. They love hearing that it's better than Zen. You know, it has all these like hidden tokenomics to buy and burn, and you know, this 80 ETH pot and all that. Anyways, we can talk about it. I want to look at the charts and stuff. I'll show you my miners. I don't want to talk shit about it. I don't want to promote it. But maybe we'll make some gains. But let's talk about the one Gwei node. That's a good question. So real quick, DBZen. Last night we got about 200,000 PLS for 125 DBZen. Just chilling, staking from we've been burning batches all week. So we're up to 125 DBZen, getting about 200,000 a day PLS. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the native rewards. So let's talk about gas. Let's talk about Binance. So there's different chains. Different chains have different rules. They're different protocols. Binance Smart Chain has their own gas rules. It's a little cheaper, and that's what makes Binance Smart Chain so popular. The gas fees are more controlled than they are on Ethereum. So you won't see 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 Gwei on Binance. The Gwei on Binance is more like 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And that has its benefits and it has its downfalls. You know, Binance, BNB, the coin itself is an exchange coin. It's the Binance, and you're basically trusting CZ. It's highly centralized. There's only 21 nodes that run the entire network. And that's where the one Gwei trick comes in. So when you're interacting with Ethereum, when you're interacting with Polygon or Pulse Chain or any of these different blockchain networks, you're basically talking to a node. It's basically a server. You know, when you're interacting with a web page, you're talking to a web server. When you're talking to a blockchain, you're talking to a blockchain node. And that's what an RPC is. So the cool thing about RPCs and different blockchains with different rules, they have different benefits. And there's actually a company called Anchor, and they're one of the companies that runs an endpoint on Binance. So they resell their services. You can buy private endpoints to kind of do things like the one Gwei trick with Anchor. So let's sign in here. Basically how it works, so Anchor has these things called points, and it's really meant for people that do things like deploy contracts and run oracles and, you know, kind of query the blockchain. However, you can kind of take advantage of it with Zen. So the one Gwei node is really meant for easily deploying contracts at a cheaper Gwei, you know, interacting with smart contracts. And that's kind of what you're doing when you're using Zen. You're creating these wallets that are essentially smart contracts. So this trick kind of works with this Anchor node that runs on their protocol. So to do this, you have to come over to the anchor.com. You have to buy credits. Credits are extremely cheap. I think I spent like $20 and I got 200 million credits. And I've done this probably 100 times. I do it for all my transactions on Anchor, and it's only taken a couple million credits. So I had 200 million. I've done it 100 times now, and I have 193 million credits remaining. So $20 in credits was more. I kind of wish I bought less. Kind of wish I bought $10 instead of $20, but it works well. So when you're in Anchor, you can come over to your endpoint, and it's basically your private RPC. So when you go to chain list, or you're switching networks here in your wallet, these are different RPCs. These are different nodes on the blockchain that you connect to. So Anchor has their own, and when you add it to your wallet, it shows up like this. It says BSC by Anchor Protocol. So I'm going to set my wallet to use that node. Then you can come down here, you add the BNB Smart Chain wallet to your wallet, and this is it. This is my private endpoint. So how this works. Now that I have my private endpoint in my wallet, I'm using the node. All I have to do is set my GUI to 1. So the hard part is setting up your account on Anchor, adding the network to your wallet, buying the credits, making sure you have enough credits. But once you have enough credits and your RPC is set in your wallet to the Anchor node, you can get the 1 GUI on Binance, like for every transaction that you do on Binance. So I got like 16 Zenturions here, all with 1 GUI. I'll do one right now. I don't even know. Let me see how much BNB I got. Oh yeah, we got a half a BNB here. I'll demonstrate the 1 GUI node. So we'll go ahead and that's the other cool thing about Binance. When I mentioned different chains have different rules, the gas rules on Binance are so customized and so tweaked that you can fit more inside the blocks, and the blocks are cheaper. That's why the max VMU over on Binance is 475. So you can actually fit 475 wallets in the BNB blocks. Whereas on Ethereum and the other blocks, you can only fit 128. I think on Phantom, you can only fit like 42. But Phantom's much faster, and it's almost instantaneous because it's a DAG, but you can't fit as much in the blocks because the blocks are smaller. So anyways, we'll do our collector, we'll do a Zenturion. I kind of have like a schedule. I like to do the first of the month, so when's the next one? So I got 1, 2. Yeah. So why don't we do New Year's Day 2025? So we'll do January 1st, 2025. That's crazy. It's not even a Zenturion. It's an amethyst. So this is how you do it. So now that I'm using my 1 GUI node, by default it wants to do 3 GUI, which is a $65, 475 VMU on Binance. To use the 1 GUI, I actually have to set my custom transaction. So I click on market here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. So I click on market here. I go to advanced. It's trying to use 3 GUI with the 3 priority fee. I'm just going to change the GUI to 1. When I change the GUI to 1, I also have to change the priority fee to 1. Now it's going to warn me that the fees are low. Sometimes you also have to adjust the gas limit because different chains have different gas limits. So I'm just going to set it to the max here. So we got our GUI set to 1, our priority fee set to 1, our gas limit to the max. That's not right. Sometimes it goofs up. It should be about $15, $20. It shouldn't be $1. So let's try that again. So I'll come in here, select market. We'll do the 1 GUI. The problem is this gas limit. It should be much higher. Come on, Ethereum or Binance. I gotta. So it's giving me the wrong gas estimates, and it's way too low. Yeah, it's not going to be $1. It should be about $15. So we'll try it again. See, this is the correct gas limit, but it won't let me, That's strange. Let me re-add the, maybe if I re-add the node. So what should be happening here, and this is typical MetaMask bullshit. What's up, Jim? Well, thank you for the donation. I want to get this off for you guys. This is kind of annoying. What should be happening is it should be so we'll set this to the first. Should be allowing me to switch it to one GUI. However, it's not because the gas limit is wrong. It's like I should be able to save it here, but see, it won't let me set the gas fee higher than 792.0027, but it's Binance, so it should be much higher than that. I'll send it. This is gonna fail, but you know, it's gonna run out of gas. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So. That's so weird. Why won't it let me change the gas limit? Is this like a bug in MetaMask? This is like a new thing. I've done this a million times. For some reason, so the gas limit needs to be this, and it's fine on the regular transaction, but when I go to set a custom gas, that is goofy. There's a public RPC out there that's set up for one GUI. Yeah, I bet it works. Probably just someone's Anchor account or something silly. It's just because I'm streaming. Yeah, probably. Here, let's disconnect here. That's so strange. It won't let me use the custom gas limit. I wonder if that's a... Let me check the security settings real quick. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to come back to that one. That's got me salty now. Now I feel like I gotta figure it out. Unable to set high gas limit BNB in MetaMask. What you got to say, Google? So, that's so weird. Like, I've done this a million times. Why, so yeah, you hit the market, you hit the advanced. But see, it wants to use the Ethereum gas limit of like 21,000, but it needs to be like 9 million for BNB. ZGPT. I mean, I know what the issue is. This is what the gas limit should be right here. But it won't let me use that. Like, the save button's not lit up. About to go do it on the contract. I bet it works over there. What was the 475 BMUs, 488? I'm determined to get this goddamn one Gwei. Where's the Zen torrent contract though? All right, I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm sorry, guys. We'll come back to that later. But that's how you do it. You basically come over to Anchor, you set your custom gas limit. MetaMask is just hating on me right now. I bet I have like a MetaMask update or something silly. But let's see here. So what else can we talk about tonight? Oh yeah, I forgot. I did burn in the Zen garbage dump last night. See how that turned out over on Pulse Chain. Just throwing away all my pulse. B&B boss. So how do we do over here on so we got 194,000 PLS, about 15 goddamn Zen, 5 XEC, garbage can tokens as I call them. So this is something that I find kind of inconvenient. I need to recover my health, but I can't claim these XEC tokens for another 10 hours. The round's over in 12 hours though, so I'll have to wake up and do it early before the round's over. But yeah, this should be interesting. I hopefully there's more participation over on ETH. I wonder if anybody added a let's see if there's any liquidity. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. So no one's added liquidity quite yet. How about the XEC? Can I buy some XEC to recover my health? Yeah, there's just not enough coins yet. That's I don't think there's too many participants either, so shout out to the guys at Garbage Dump Zen. I love the idea. I think they just need a little better interface and some better marketing. Get the word out about them, because there's just not too much participation over there. But I think it's a cool project. I think it's a lot like DB Zen with a little added twist. But let's go check out Zen.game. Just a reminder, if you do become a member of the channel, I am now a YouTube partner, so down below the video there's a join button. If you join the Hashhead membership for $4.99, you do get the Zen.game alerts. That includes alerts for not only the timer, you also get alerted if the Zen pot gets 0.2 BNB in it, or 0.02 Ethereum. It'll let you know that, hey, there's some Zen to buy and burn. Also lets you know when the key counter resets by 90%. So if there's a major discount in the keys, you'll get an email. You can pop on and buy some keys real quick. And you get those email alerts just by becoming a Hashhead member. So if you join the YouTube, support the channel, support what we're doing over at XenBlocks. Every little bit helps. I'm excited to show you. So after we talk about this, I'll show you what we got going on for XenBlocks. So we got about 3 hours on the timer here. Someone just burned 7,000 keys. I got 3,000 keys. I should probably burn them. So when you burn your keys, you get your rewards. But the rewards will continue to compound if you don't burn your keys. However, if the game ends and you don't get the rewards, so it's kind of a... You do want to burn them in case the game ends at like 3 in the morning. I'm still salty about that. I had the alerts and everything. I just got stuck in a meeting at work. I came out and the game was over. I had the alerts. I had like 3 emails, for the 30-minute, the 15-minute, and the 5-minute alerts. I was in the meeting. Didn't see it. So, shout out to Xen.game. But yeah, so the last thing that I want to show you guys, this is something I've been teaching myself over the last couple days, is this database management. So I really want to build a block explorer for XenBlocks. And it all kind of started with Hashhead. Hashhead.io, it's not a real block explorer, it's more like a wallet checker. So you can pop your wallet in, you can see how many blocks you have, see if you have any super blocks. It's not really accurate all the time. Sometimes it goofs up with the scraping of the website or the pulling of the values. You see on the bottom here, it's updated every 10 to 15 minutes. So I'd like to come up with a better way to do this. And one of the ways that I'm doing this is I'm trying to get a database in the cloud that I can query to have as a block explorer. And I kind of came up with a solution now. Let me see if I can connect to it. So I'm basically using a Contabo VPS in the cloud to host this little server. And this little server is doing a couple things for me. It's pretty sweet, actually. It's not only is it the email server for the Xen.game, it's basically a Python script that monitors when it triggers. It calls the email server to send an email. It's also running the alerts for Vast. So I got a Python script on here monitoring my Vast miners. If one of them goes off or the GPU's not at 90%, it'll actually send me an alert. It'll ping me. So that's pretty nice. And now, so I'm just pulling up the IP address for it. So I'm going to connect and show you what it looks like. Alright. So we got our little Contabo VPS here. Whoops. And I'm running tmux, so I'm going to attach the tmux. Let's see here. Thought it was running, but it might be... Yeah, it's still running. I'm just not sure how to get to it. I think it's called... Alright, so we're gonna pull up our friend ChatGPT here to get some tmux tips here. So let me also zoom in. Make the font bigger over here. Is that too big? Yeah, that works. What is the tmux command to list all my sessions? Forget what it is. list dash sessions. Tmux attached session 0. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is basically my script here. So it's kind of hard to see what's happening here, but this is basically 4 different windows here. This first one is the Xen.game countdown. You see there's 3 hours left. It's got the burn watcher, the key price. Basically just alerts me anytime there's a big change in the game. The second one here is just the sync node. So this sync node is running in loop at all times. It creates the blockchain.db that this program that I'm using is working. And then this one at the bottom is the indexer. It's a slightly modified indexer. It also keeps track of the XenBlocks and the Zunies. It puts the Zunies in a separate database because the Zunies aren't technically blocks. Just the regular and XenBlocks are, so that was kind of messing up the count. But I think we got that all figured out. And then this one with the purple writing here, this is a program called Metabase. And it's pretty interesting. It's basically a virtual machine or a software that's running that it creates dashboards for databases. That's the best way to push it. So you can basically create these dashboards with different types of data, and that's essentially what we're building here. So let's go take a look. So I installed the VM. This basically says the VM is running. So I need to find the IP address. So this website is actually running on my server here. And so this green area, this green text here, is actually this server that's running that attaches to my database. So I just kind of want to show you guys how this works. We have, I took away that's okay. I had a bunch of dashboards created, but it removed them because I had to recreate the database. When I was messing with it, I'm like, where did all these extra blocks come from? And it was because I was factoring the Zunies wrong. So I basically waited like 24 hours for this thing to sync, and only to find out that all the counts were off. I said, God damn it, that sucks. So it's been a lot of that, a lot of like tweaking a couple settings and then waiting hours only to find, I did something majorly wrong. But let's take a look here. So what I want to do is I'm going to add our database. It's called blocks.db. And boom, it's just that simple. So we have our blockchain.db, which is created by the sync node, and then we have our blocks.db, which is created by the indexer. And now I should be able to create some visualizations here. So if I come over to our browse data, click on the blocks.db, there should be, yeah, so look at that. It's basically the list of blocks. So it has the block number, the hash of the block, the account that mined it, and the block type. So there's regular and there's XenBlocks. I should also have a new database here for the Zunies. So this is the latest thing I'm working on, is trying to factor the Zunies. So I'm telling it to create the Zuni.db. Oh shit, it worked. Hell yeah, that was not working before. I was like fucking with it right up until the show. Like I just want to go play with this stuff. It's so fun. So if I look at the Zuni database, oh, there's nothing in it. So maybe it didn't work. That's interesting that it created it though, but there's nothing in it. That's kind of strange. So this is what I'm looking to build, and the idea here is to have a dashboard where you can type in a block number or type in your wallet, and you can see the actual blocks with their hashes that you mined. pulled directly from the database that's created by the sync node. What's up, Worldwide Crypto? What's up, Caleb? Glad you guys made it. So just going over some XenBlocks ideas. I'm basically working on this database sync. Unfortunately, it's not working because the Zuni database is empty. And it should not be. And that's what this is, where it says fetched 100 records for page. It's actually fetching the records off the leaderboard. Kind of like the sync node does, except instead of verifying them, I'm just taking them and putting them in the database. So like what we can do here is we can actually come up with some queries, some SQL statements where well, here, let's try it. I'm not sure if this is going to work. First, let's see how many records we have. So if I pull up the blocks DB, obviously it starts at 1, but what's the highest number? Doing science. That's funny. Well, that's not good. We have duplicates. Couldn't tell you. So I'm gonna go. Obviously, something's wrong if we have duplicate block IDs with different hashes. Something's very wrong. Well, no, it's the same hash in the same wallet. That's interesting. But so that's the main thing. Obviously, is getting the data right. But once you have the data right, then you can actually drill down into here and create these queries and basically ask it questions like, so I can tell it to, you know, ask for the account address and say that it's a required field, and I can put my own account in there. So this would basically be simulating someone coming over, putting in their wallet address and asking how many blocks do they have, or their last 10 blocks mined. So this is a SQL statement that says from the blocks table, search by this account name. So we'll hit search here. Is it gonna work? No results. So it didn't work. What if I put my wallet just like straight in there? Or no, oh, it has to be lowercase though. And this is basically what I've been doing, is just fucking with this shit, trying to get this perfected. And it's just one thing after another. Horrible database management. Yeah, that one worked. So, you know, I simulated searching for the last 10 blocks that I mined. Obviously, these numbers aren't accurate. It's not syncing the database properly, but the search worked. It found the last 10 blocks, so we have 10 block IDs with their matching hashes. And it all has the account number that I entered, my account, and it shows that they're all regular. So that's pretty cool. You can do things like super blocks, see your super blocks, see your regular blocks, see your Zunis. You can actually see the hashes. You can see the timestamps of when you mined them. And that's something that's kind of lacking right now. Like I have that Python script. That's really the only way that I know. Maybe Zen.pub. I think they do have a way also. So that's what I'm really trying to build, is like a usable database for people to go search, be able to type in a block number and see who mined that block and what the hash was, or you can type in a wallet address and see all the blocks that were mined by that wallet address. It's kind of just the next iteration of hashhead.io. So we might have like an explorer.hashhead.io, or it might be Metabase. That's the name of the software, is Metabase. And it actually has like visualizations too, so I can come in here and, you know, say like do the blocks by this account. We'll do the cumulative sum of the block IDs This should give me some kind of chart. No. But yeah, so this is the goal, is to be able like to create charts, to be able to take the data that we're from the blockchain that we're creating and be able to turn it into some kind of knowledge, some kind of useful information. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I'm gonna, as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna go do that. It's gonna be fun. So here's a good example. Like, I can actually click on this little shortcut here, this little lightning bolt, and it'll create like an example one. Now this isn't of the blocks table. This is the actual blockchain table, which has all the Merkle root, I guess IDs you could call them. So there's basically, these numbers line up with what's in sync node. So there's 93,000 Merkle tree branches in sync node. Yeah, and it just creates these little visuals automatically. You can see like how many are done in a day, how many are done each day, changes over time. Unfortunately, the blocks DB has been a little difficult. It's been a little bitch. The Zunies kind of make everything confusing because it's mined like a block, like a regular super block, but it's not considered a block. It's considered like an NFT type thing. Yeah, this says there's like 5.8 million blocks, and that's because it's counting the Zunies. This says they're all regular too. Yeah, this is all fucked up. So we're gonna have to go and fix that. Fix that up. But honestly, yeah, I think we're gonna keep it short. I think we're gonna keep it at that. I kind of want to go get to work on that. I appreciate the 16 viewers here. We're gonna keep building, keep working in this bear market. Hopefully we'll have a finished product by the time the bull run comes around, right? Also, shout out to these guys. I forgot to mention it. Shout out to Digital Assets Gear, the Zen Crypto store. Definitely go check them out. They're launching their store very soon. They got some awesome t-shirts. They sent me over a couple t-shirts. They sent over some stickers. It's the Zensei on Twitter. Very cool stuff. Got the leather coasters. That's like the most baller shit ever. I love that shit. But on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys had a good Monday. Kind of a quiet day in crypto. I think everybody's just kind of standing around waiting to see what's gonna happen next. Waiting on the Bitcoin ETF, waiting on nuclear war, waiting on World War III, waiting on all kinds of stuff. Waiting on my Zen mints.
That's for the DGNs and OGs.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you for coming. Once again, my name is Tree City West. We'll be back tomorrow with another crypto stream. Hope you guys have a good Tuesday tomorrow. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Tree City West is out. Peace.
All right, let's fucking hash.